So I realized I have not yet really talked about the direction of my channel. Some of you may have noticed that I've been doing a bit of revamping and changing things up. My channel used to be mostly about crafting, my Ever After High collection, and that's not going away. I mean, I still craft, and I also still have my collection, not still collecting because the collection is complete, but things are changing. Now that I'm a published author, I also want to focus more on my writing as well on this channel, so a lot of content could definitely change. One idea that I had for some content that I wanted to try out was possibly, like, what do I call it? I guess like graphic tutorials. Not so much tutorials as much as it is just recording the process of me making covers and such, and just so you guys can possibly see how that goes. Because as you know, if you did watch my last video, I believe I mentioned it in the last video, that when I did publish, I do make all of my own covers. It saves me money, and I really enjoy making all of my own covers. I am major into graphic design now. I've got Photoshop and everything. I've been really learning the techniques and my way around it, so why not? But essentially, that's one idea that I had. I'm not really sure what else I can offer as of right now. It's still in the making. I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have some changes coming to this channel. You may have noticed, like, I've changed my profile picture, the background picture on my channel, if I guess banner or whatever you call it. I have also kind of revamped my About Me section as well. I did delete quite a few videos. I think I originally had like 280 something videos on my channel as of not yesterday, but as of I want to say a week ago. As of a week ago, but then I went through and deleted old videos that I just wasn't proud of at all, did not want on my channel anymore. But videos like my Ever After High series, the collection, all of those videos, some crafting, custom dolls and stuff like that, mail openings, those will be staying on my channel. I want those to stay on here because that was a whole section of my life that I really enjoyed, and I definitely want to be able to look back on that still and smile about it. So that will not be going anywhere. I'm just kind of shifting the content to a new direction of my channel. As I mentioned in the last video, some videos in the future I might want to make like trailers using my dolls and stuff for my actual books that are published and such. The reason I want to do that is because I think it would be fun. It would give my dolls some more purpose than looking pretty on the shelf. And I think it would be a lot of fun to kind of make my books come to life a bit in a way. I have made book trailers for some of my books, but the trailers are just not that good. I've only been able to work with very few clips, and that didn't... I mean, I'm definitely proud of them, don't get me wrong, but they're a lot of work to make those kinds of trailers. They're not as much fun as it would be if I were to, like, film the trailers using dolls instead of clips from the internet. Plus, I don't have to worry about trying to find specific cast members or anything like that. The only thing I'd have to worry about is just basically creating a set, which is, I've already got all the tools for that kind of thing. I got crafting supplies, I can get cardboard boxes if needed, I've got a sewing machine, fabrics I can get, that stuff is not hard to attain, so I could definitely, you know, make outfits, make a set and stuff for that, and that would be a lot of fun to do, which is why I think this would be a better direction. I'm not deleting the current trailers that I have on my channel. They're not going anywhere. I worked hard on them, so they're definitely staying. Although, things have definitely changed because I made those trailers a while back before I even published the books, before I rewrote them, so I'm not quite sure what clips in there still fit and which ones don't. Most of them are pretty vague, so they'll probably still fit. I didn't really make specific scenes and stuff like that. I just grabbed clips that, you know, kind of looked like they would go with it, my book and stuff, and so essentially that was what I did with that. But like I said, a lot of things have changed. So I want to do that one idea. I've also, like I said, got another idea, which is possibly doing, like, I don't want to call them tutorials. I don't know what the word is. But anyways, yeah, just basically show what it is going through the process of me making covers and stuff using Photoshop. I think that would be a lot of fun. The only thing is, if you don't see any of those videos ever come up on my channel in the future, it might be because my computer just can't handle that, because I do have a laptop. I wasn't able to afford anything more than that, so it's got enough to run Photoshop. Most of the time when I run Photoshop on my laptop, I'm not running anything else with it because I know Photoshop takes a lot to run and I don't want to like crash the computer or do too much at once. So if I were to ever do that, I just don't want my computer, if it starts to like overheat, start to slow down, lag, crash or something because of the fact that I'm doing Photoshop at the same time as recording my screen. That would be a lot of work for my computer and it would not be worth it. So at that point, then I wouldn't make those videos. But we'll see what happens with that. Just other stuff. Still figuring it out. But as you know, I am officially published. It's my very first novel. Second one will be coming out on March 1st. It's called To Believe in Peter Pan. It is a duology, so that's 2 books in the series. This one right here is a trilogy, 3 books in the series. Book number 2 should be out sometime this summer. That's what I'm aiming for. My beta reader just finished the script. She had some really good points with some plot holes that I had not realized were in my story, and so now I have to figure out a way to go back and fix those. Not really sure how to fix them, but that's what writing friends are for. I'm sure somebody can help me figure it out, or I can just continue to sleep on it and see how it goes, because I have yet to begin rewriting after the beta stage. I'm waiting until March. The reason I'm waiting until March to begin rewriting book number 2 of this series is because I have another book that I'm currently working on. I actually had started working on this book back in October, and it's 30 chapters so far, and I had planned to finish it by the end of October. I got to chapter 8, and then I just lost all motivation. I lost a lot of motivation for that month due to personal reasons, so essentially I stopped writing that book for a while, but then I finished like the full manuscript and everything for To Believe in Peter Pan, so now that that is ready to be published in March, and this was in the beta reading stage, I decided to start working on that book again. So I've got a lot of projects going on. So essentially, that's what is happening. The book that I am currently working on, that I was working on in October and dropped, is called Snow White and the Seven Deadly Sins. It is going to also be part of a duology series, eventually published someday. I'm just waiting for other books to be published first, because I do have books in line, basically. I'm going to finish this trilogy first, as well as the duology that I've started, and then after those series are completed, trying to think of what book might be next in line. It's hard to say what book could be next to be published. It's just depending on how long it's been since I've written that book, if I've got fresh ideas, which book I just want to publish next, and which one, like which kind of book I'm excited to rewrite, you know, because I am trying to keep it. So I write a lot of dark fantasy romance, and it's a general broad genre type and stuff, except for the fact that my books can be very different because I write about all kinds of different creatures, and I'm always changing up the worlds and stuff, so they're very different, even though they're all fantasy and they're all dark and romantic. So essentially, that is what I'm saying, is I try not to get too bored with writing and rewriting books, which is why I'm writing this book, which is a dark fantasy supernatural romance. The book that I'm publishing March 1st, that is a magical fairy tale, dark, little less romance, but still romance for sure. But that one is definitely very different from this series, which is why I'm kind of jumping around in the fantasy realm, so that way it's not as boring for me. Don't know, I'm pretty sure I showed you this in the last video. I will be doing giveaways eventually. I'm just kind of waiting a little bit because I am at the point in my life where I'm kind of broke. So I'm trying, but I will get there. It's definitely probably around springtime when I'll start doing giveaways of these books. I did make a bookmark for these books, as you can see. So this bookmark is very generic. It's to the entire trilogy so that I don't have to make a single bookmark for each book. Oh, it's upside down. I didn't even realize. Okay, well there it is again, right side up. It says a dead therapist. It's a common term that is used for Angel throughout the entire series, which is why I chose that, and that's what I was going for, is to essentially just make a bookmark for the entire trilogy so that it's for the entire trilogy rather than just one of the books. Especially because shipping, unfortunately, is not cheap when I'm printing my bookmarks. The bookmarks themselves are a very reasonable price. It's the shipping that is not. Anyways, that's probably all I'm going to say in this video, so hopefully I'll have some new content coming out soon. I've just been trying to clean up my YouTube channel to get ready for that, and there's that. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I will hopefully see you in the next one, whatever that may be.